Hi, in this video we're going to show you how to share folders on your VMware Workstation host with a Linux virtual machine. So let's say you want to be able to copy some files back and forth, and let's say VMware Tools is not working correctly or you can't drag and drop your files. So for example, I have this Cinnamon Linux Ubuntu VM running here. Let's say I wanted to copy over this ISO file here. You know, like with Windows VMs, you could drag and drop, and if that doesn't work, you could usually copy it. Come over here, right click and paste. You can see I have the paste option, but nothing's happening here. So if I go to the settings for this VM, you can see I have enable drag and drop and enable copy and paste checked for guest isolation. So it should be working. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to use shared folders. So this is usually disabled by default. So you could have it always be enabled or enabled until the next power off or suspend. So I'm going to check always enabled. Many times you have to have the VM off. For some reason this one's letting me do it while it's on, so I'm going to click on add here. I'm going to go through the wizard. I'm going to do my ISO folder here. Then you can leave the share name to match the folder, or you can name it whatever you want. Let's just call this ISO files. So now you could enable the share and make it read-only if you just want to make it read-only. Alright, so now that's ready to go. So there is a couple things we need to do on the Linux operating system first. So let me open up a terminal here. Alright, so I have some notes here. So we just did this part here. So if that's grayed out, then you're going to have to power off the VM. I've seen it go both ways for some reason. So we enabled folder sharing. We selected a local folder. All right, so on the Linux VM, make sure VMware Tools are installed. So they are on this one. And if they're not for some reason, you could run these commands depending on your version of Linux to install VMware Tools. I think this is actually the recommended way to do it compared to just trying to mount the CD and do it that way. Okay, so now we're going to open the terminal and we're going to see if this command here to this HGFS file system folder is there or not. So hopefully this copies and pastes. Okay. All right, so this is there because I've done it before on this computer. So if it's not there, then you could do this right here. Sudo make directory -p mount and HGFS. And then that'll create that folder, and then you could run this again to make sure it's actually there, or just try and navigate to it. All right, so now we're going to have to mount this folder here. So this is kind of a long command here. So we're going to be using the sudo command. So that's, like running as admin. And then the mount command, which is to attach a file system to the directory. And then we have the -t fuse, vmhgfs-fuse. So this tells mount what file system type to use. So fuse is a file system in user space. vmhgfs is a VMware host guest file system. And then the fuse.vmhgfs-fuse is the modern interpretation of VMware's shared folder driver for Linux. All right, then we have the host section here. So the host represents the VMware host system. So this will expose any VMware shared folders you've enabled in VMware Workstation. So basically this is telling you to mount the root of the VMware shared folder namespace from the host machine. All right, then we have the /mnt/hgfs. So this is the mount point inside of the Linux guest operating system. And then finally we have allow other. So this passes an option to the fuse file system. So allow other means allow users other than root to access the mounted shared folder. All right, so let's copy and paste this over here as well. Admin password for our Linux account here. All right, so we got that. All right, then if we want to make it persistent, so this is optional, you could do this command here. So that way it'll stay mounted. And then if we want to check to make sure it's good to go, we could use the ls command. All right, so you can see it has our ISO files name that we gave to it from the settings for the VM. And then if you want to unmount it, let's say you don't want to keep it mounted, you just want to use it for 1 or 2 times here, then you can run the umount command to unmount it. All right, so let's open up the Files app here. File System, Mount, MNT, HGFS, and here's ISO files. And here are all of our ISO files in here that match what we have here. And then you can do things, drag and drop them to your desktop, run them. If they're documents, open them, work on them, save them, add new files and folders into here, assuming you have the correct permissions. So it'll act just like a local folder on your Linux VM here. So it's actually pointed to a folder on the drive of your VMware Workstation host. All right, so once again, let's go back to the settings here. Under Options, Shared Folders, make sure it's enabled. Choose your path. Give it a new name unless you don't mind just using the folder name of the actual folder itself. Add it. Make sure VMware Tools is installed. Here are some commands to install it if not. Here's the command to make sure the folder has been created. And if not, you can make the folder with this command. Mount the folder with this command. And here's the breakdown of what this all does. And then if you want to make it persistent, you could use this command. And then you could check it with this command. And then if you want to unmount it, you could do that. And of course, you could come back to your settings on the VM, disable the shared folders. That will disconnect that share, but it's probably going to stay mounted as a folder on your virtual machine unless you come back here and unmount it. All right, so I'll put all this stuff in the description so you can reference it and just copy and paste the commands and see if you could get your shared folders working for your Linux virtual machines. All right, thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe.